video, I'm going to show you how to place your drawings in the title block for the shed. We're going to put 4 different drawings on one title block. So in your template, I already have loaded the title blocks. If you scroll down here in your project browser, and you see here it should say Sheets A1 title. If it has a different number, it's fine. You can change it. All you're going to do is when you click that to open it, you can either right-click in the project browser on that name and click Rename. The other option is to just go on the title block and edit it. So you would click the sheet would become A1, because we're only going to have one sheet, so that's why we want it to be A1. For the project, you can just call this Shed Project, and the title, we can go Intro to Revit. And if I look at my first floor, I have everything set, but when I'm putting this on my title block, I do not want to see landscaping on the floor plan for this. So we're going to do a couple things here. We're going to right click over in the project browser on first floor. So click right click, and then you're going to go duplicate view, duplicate with detailing. And I'm going to actually rename that just so I know what I'm putting in there. First floor working drawing is what I'm going to call it. Okay, so now that I have this one open, what I'm going to do is click on a tree. I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to go hide in view, and I'm going to actually select by category because it will hide all the trees. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my viewport, which is this box. So down here, this crop view, see this crop region button here. When you click on the box, it will highlight it like this and have these dots. So I'm going to pull it in close to my building. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to turn that off. So I'm going to click on that hide crop region, and I'm not going to see that box. Okay, so that drawing is ready to go. I'm now going to go back to my title block. Okay, so you can select the tabs across the top to toggle between whatever you have open. And I'm going to just click and drag the first floor working drawing here into my title block. Okay, and I already have it at 3/16 of an inch scale, which I think is a good scale for this. You can edit that scale over here with view scale. But I think this one will work good to fit everything in. We'll have a look at the end and see if we can make things bigger. Okay, so the next thing I need to put in is my 3D view of the exterior. And you should have already made your 3D image by using the camera and creating it. So this is my image right now. I'm just going to pull this, maybe make it a little bigger. I can see a little more. I really like when you don't see the earth. You know how when we make the grass, we make the earth really, really thick. I think it looks better when the grass fills the page. So that might mean that you need to stretch your grass out more in front of your building or all the way around. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm now going to make a copy of that. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to duplicate view and duplicate with detailing. And on this one, I'm just going to rename it 3D exterior view. And for this drawing, whenever we do 3Ds, I think it looks good to put it in realistic mode. And to change the mode, you're going to come down here, click on this little cube, and select realistic. All the other drawings, like our floor plans, our working drawing floor plans, our 2D elevations, will all be in hidden line mode. Okay, so this one is good like this. I'm going to go back to my title block, and I'm going to drag that drawing or that image in. Now, for the 3D views, to change the size, we can't just go over here. There's no scale because it's not to scale. So to change the size of our image, we're going to click on this button here, size crop. And here, first thing to do is lock the proportions. And then we're going to This is like real life sizing. So right now it's 7 1/8 of an inch. Try 6 inches here. So it's a little better. It's still kind of long. I don't know if my elevations will fit in. I can also move this line up a bit, and that might help. And I can move the whole thing up a little bit too. I'm gonna get my elevations in and then see if I need to change this. So now we're gonna put in the east and south elevations. So if I open up my east elevation in the project browser, again, see how we have the trees. We want to actually hide that because I don't want to see that in on the title block. So I'm gonna first make a copy. So right click, duplicate view, duplicate with detailing, rename, rename. We're gonna go east elevation is what I'm gonna call this. And now what I'm gonna do is click on a tree, right click, and I'm gonna hide by category. Okay. And I believe the grass is already hidden on this. Yes, so the grass I already must have hid previously, so that's another thing you'll want to select and hide if you haven't done that. So I'm going to go back to my title block. I'm actually, oh, sorry, I'm going to go back to east elevation. I'm going to change this to 3/16 scale so they're all the same. There we go. And then I'm going to drag it in. So there's my east, and now I'm going to do the same for my south. So I'm going to open the south. I'm going to click on it. Oh, sorry. I'm going to click on the project browser, right click, duplicate view, duplicate with detailing, and I'm going to hide my trees. So click on a tree, right click, go hide in view by category. So that'll hide all the trees. Again, the earth, the grass is already hidden, but you'll want to hide the grass as well. And then I'm going to right click and rename this as south elevation. And then we'll go to our title block, which is okay, title block. And I'm going to put in that south elevation. Now, I didn't change the scale, so I can do it once I put it in here though. So I'm going to drag this in. So as you can see, it's a bigger scale. I'm going to go over here to my graphics and my properties and change that view scale to 3/16. There we go. And now I can line these up a bit better. Okay. There we go. Now, if you want to adjust these lines for these little labels here, it's kind of weird. You need to click on the image and then it highlights the line. Now I can click that dot and drag it over. So again, click on your drawing in that title block and then drag the line. I like them to just be closer to the text. I don't think it needs to run all the way across the bottom. Okay, so that looks pretty good. That is all ready for you to print. You can try if you want to do a bigger scale for these. So if you think maybe a 1/4 inch would be better, you can try it out. I will give you specific sizes for your cottage drawings or house drawings that you do because I know what will work. But for this, I think you could actually, we could go to 1/4 inch. There we go. So see how this text now is kind of off my page? To move the text without moving the whole image, you're just going to select the text, click on the text, and then move it up. It's kind of weird because if I click on the box, everything will move, like the drawing. But if I just click specifically on that text, then I can move that on its own. There we go. And that is all set to print to PDF.